Economists are predicting that the next recession is going to hit the first quarter of 2023. Others say we're already in a recession.
A recession on the horizon.
A recession.
Recession. It's already in a recession.
We're in a recession.
Already in a recession.
But inflation is way too high.
Could be heading for an imminent recession.
To boost the interest rate again.
Certainly greater than 50% that will have a recession.
In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 ways to prepare yourself for a recession. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 1, start building an emergency fund. You want to save minimum 6 up to 12 or even 18 months of living expenses. This way, no matter what happens, you and your family are taken care of for the next 6 to 18 months. On top of that, the emergency fund will give you a peace of mind, and psychologically speaking, you're not going to be afraid of any economic turbulence. Number 2, make lifestyle adjustments. If you have 10 different subscriptions and you're only using 3 of them, it's time to cut the other 7. Nowadays, all platforms charge some sort of a subscription fee. It really doesn't matter if it's large or small, but these fees will really add up and end up taking a big chunk of your expenses. Number 3, you want to start tracking your finances and identify, then eliminate unnecessary spending. I started tracking my finances about 5 years ago and it really transformed my life. I call this principle knowing the score. Imagine 2 soccer teams are playing and competing each other, but there's no tangible measurement of the score or which team is winning and which team is losing. It will be a miserable game, right? Same as your finances. If you don't track it, you really don't know where the leak is. And on top of that, finance tracking or expense tracking can give you some better insight of how you are doing financially. You gain more confidence and it helps to reduce money anxiety and eliminate finance stress. I came up with this method that uses Google Sheets and Google Form to automate my finance tracking. I made it into a template free for everyone to download. Make sure you check out the link in the description below. Number 4, start paying off your debt. Try to pay off as much debt as possible during this time, particularly any high-interest debt or credit card. Just to clarify, I'm not talking about the good debt. If you have a mortgage loan for a rental property and you produce positive cash flow every month, that's considered a good debt. I'm referring to bad debt, such as credit cards, student loans, or borrowed money buying liabilities instead of assets. In my personal experience, money flows way easier when you're debt-free. I know for some of you this is really hard because you're barely making your ends meet every month, and never mind paying off your debt. This leads to my previous point that you want to start tracking your finances and cut the unnecessary spending and use it towards paying off your debt. Number 5, hold off any big purchases. Things like cars, luxury items, or fancy vacations could be detrimental during a recession because the value of these things will reduce over time, sometimes immediately after a purchase. Instead of making irrational purchasing decisions on these big-ticket items, you can simply hold off until the storm is over. Number 6, consider a recession-proof job. Interestingly, there's going to be a lot of jobs that are going to be wiped out in the next 10 to 20 years due to fast, advanced technology, things like artificial intelligence. Now, this is a really good time to reconsider about your career. Some jobs are considered recession-proof, things like IT professionals in the tech industry, utility workers, medicals or healthcare providers, health insurance and insurance provider in general. No matter what happens to our economy, people still use tech every day and they still need healthcare or insurance. I remember reading about 3 big necessities that all humans need, things like food, water, and shelter. Like 500 years ago, we still ate food, we still drank water, and we still needed a shelter or place to live in, right? That's why restaurants are still everywhere and real estate industry is still in high demand and growing every year from a macro perspective, which leads to my last point. Number 7, you want to build multiple streams of income. I'm sure a lot of you came to the conclusion in the last couple of years that things are really unpredictable in the world. The most risky move you can make now is to put all your eggs in one basket. In terms of your finances, you can no longer rely on a single stream of income. Warren Buffett once said, never depend on a single income. Make investments to create a second source. In today's uncertain economy, the safest solution to be wealthy or to be in total control of your finances is to have multiple streams of income. If you have a day job, you might want to consider starting a side hustle and things that you truly love and enjoy that also you can benefit financially. Now, keep that in mind though. If you want to grow multiple streams of income, you need to firstly focus on one stream until you make money. Then and only then you may want to consider adding a second or third stream of income. Otherwise, you end up having no streams of income at all. Last but not least, according to IRS, on average, the millionaires are having around 7 streams of income. Common passive streams of income including dividends from stocks that you own, rents from your rental properties, royalties from selling rights to use something you've created or invented, capital gains from selling appreciated assets, or profits from businesses that you own. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video and found some value. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do and drop some like and some comments. This way, YouTube algorithm will push this video to more and more people and help them better prepare themselves for the upcoming recession. This is Tario Sultan signing out. I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.